The warmest of greetings to you folks here at the Missing Sock Corner of the World Storytelling Cafe, where we have our epic tales. And as you can see, I'm looking particularly epic today. We have got a joint celebration because very soon in October, it's going to be the time of Halloween, a time when we remember all of the spooky and scary things that we have imagined up over the centuries. Now, Halloween can be a scary time, can't it? But remember, all of these spooky things like ghosts and skeletons that climb out of the grave and zombies and monsters, they don't really exist, do they? As a storyteller, take it from me, they are not real. What they are, though, is a fantastic example of just how powerful your imagination can be. Think, if you can imagine something that doesn't even exist, you must have an incredible mind. Really, the people who get the most scared at things that just don't exist, they are probably the people who are going to go furthest in life, who are going to have the best ambitions for themselves and end up being rocket scientists or maybe even rocket pilots, or perhaps they are going to invent some machine that's going to save lots of lives. It is really important to have an imagination, and if you can imagine scary things, then you've got a powerful one. And that's why Halloween can be such a fun time of year to really practice using our imaginations. And that is why today we are also celebrating something else that is really good for the imagination. We are celebrating World Singing Day, which comes a bit faster than Halloween in the year. I think Halloween is on the 31st of October, which is right at the end of the month. And in the middle, that's where you will find World Singing Day. Another day where we celebrate the power of the imagination. Our voices, our ability to shine songs forth and share them with the world. Well, of course, when we tell our stories, many stories can be found in songs. And we've taken a story and we have turned it into a song. And the sharpest of you will have noticed that I'm not sitting in my normal chair today. I've got one with no arms so that I can welcome my guitar. This is Tails, my guitar, who is going to join me for our story today. I have a spooky Halloween story for you. Actually, it's a story that you might recognize. Oh, but before I go too far, there is another very special guest I need to introduce you to. Because, of course, if I'm going to be playing Tails here, then I'm not going to be able to do my usual signing to help you through the story. But we are really, really lucky. I'm really excited to be able to welcome here today a member of Lyrical Hands Signing Choir who is going to help you with all of your signs. And that is Tracy here. So say hello to Tracy. Hello, Tracy.
Hello. Hello, Christopher.
Hi, yeah, if you're wondering why Tracy is calling me Christopher, that's because I would usually call Tracy Mum. Hi, Mum.
Hi.
Are you ready to start signing this spooky song?
I'm ready.
All right then. Well, for the start of this spooky song, I have to tell you that we're trying to imagine that we were alive about 1,000 years ago in medieval Germany, which is kind of where this story comes from. So imagine that you are sitting and listening to this song a few hundred years ago, it would have sounded a little bit like this.
Germany called Hamelin. The people had a battle that they couldn't win. There were creatures chasing teachers and harassing the cats. No one could stop those mean old rats. It was just so out of the blue what happened, and nobody really knew what happened, and nobody has a clue what happened to bring rats to Hamelin town. They scurried to the left, they scurried to the right, they scurried up and down, all the day and night.
Do you want to have a go at being the rat scurrying? Let's give it a try.
They scurried to the left, they scurried to the right, they scurried up and down, all the day and night. Until the town was visited by one spooky chap who was dressed up kind of weird with a guitar on a strap. He said, "For 1,000 coins, I'll take your rats away." And the mayor said, "You do it, I will pay you today." When he started playing the blues, it happened. Though people were confused, it happened. The rats put on their dancing shoes and happened to be dancing through Hamelin town. Here we go. They danced to the left, they danced up and down, they danced to the right, they danced around the town.
Now a little bit quieter.
They danced to the left, they danced up and down, they danced to the right, they danced right out of town.
Now just like a whisper.
Danced to the left, they danced to the right, they danced up and down, they danced right out of sight. The strummer drowned the rats and asked for his reward, but the town was busy partying and he got ignored. He said, "If you'd rather party than give me my 1,000 quid, then the way I'll get my own back is by stealing your kids." It was just so out of the blue what happened, and nobody really knew what happened. And nobody has a clue what happened to the children of Hamelin town.
And children go hee hee hee. Are you ready?
They danced to the left, hee hee hee. They danced up and down, hee hee hee. They danced to the right, hee hee hee. They danced around the town.
Now a little bit quieter.
They danced to the left, hee hee hee. They danced up and down, hee hee hee. They danced to the right, hee hee hee. They danced right out of town.
Now just like a whisper.
They danced to the left, hee hee hee. They danced to the right, hee hee hee. They danced up and down, hee hee hee. They danced right out of sight.
Well, there you are, folks. I hope you enjoyed that story and maybe recognized it a little bit. Is it one that you've heard before? It was one of my favorite ones when I was a kid, and I love sharing it in this form with Tales and also with Tracy from Lyrical Hands signing choir. So let's give another big thank you to Mum. I mean, Tracy. Thanks. Tracy.
You're welcome, Christopher.
Cheerio.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. And folks, now that you have heard this form of a fairy tale as a ballad with the help of Lyrical Hands and Tails, now it is time for your epic challenge. And I'm actually quite nervous about this one because this is what you are going to be asked to do. And your job, I think, is kind of easy. All you need to do is take a fairy tale or maybe a spooky tale that you know and turn it into a poem. Doesn't have to be a long poem, certainly doesn't have to be as long as the spooky strummer just now. Just a simple 4 lines maybe not even that, maybe 2 lines. Just have a go at making a poem with a story that you know. It could be a spooky tale. It could be a fairy tale that you want to make a little bit spooky. Maybe it's Little Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Werewolf. Or Goldilocks and the 3 Zombie Bears. See if you can take a classic fairy tale and turn it into a tale fit for Halloween, but in poetry form. Now, the reason why I'm asking you to do it as a poem is because when you send them to us, I am going to try setting them to music. Now, if you want, you can make my job easier. You can have a go at making it a song yourself. And if you do that, it would be good to have maybe a sound clip. You can send us sound clips through epictales.co.uk/challenge, or you can maybe record a little video of yourself playing the song or singing the song and send that to epictales.co.uk/challenge. But you don't have to. If you just want to have a go at writing down some words as a poem, maybe even with the help of a grown-up, send them here, and when it comes to our next sharing special, I will have a go at sharing your poems in musical form. So it's actually more of a challenge for me, I think, than it is for you. But if you can help by doing some of the music job yourself, then that would be absolutely fantastic. And who knows, we might even be able to get my mum, Tracy from Lyrical Hands, to come and join us again to sign your stories too. Wouldn't that be awesome? Maybe even Tails could come and help me to play them. If you would rather, though, send us a picture. We always love seeing your pictures. If you would rather dress up and send us a photo of you dressed up for Halloween, that would be just as awesome as well. Any way that you want to celebrate Halloween, we'll be able to add that into the sharing special. Just make sure that you've sent it to epictales.co.uk/challenge before the end of Thursday. So that's 5 o'clock on Thursday. That's when Thursday really ends, because everything after 5 o'clock on Thursday is, that's you time, family time, friends time, isn't it? So try and make sure you can get it to us before 5 o'clock on Thursday. And if it's a poem or a song, I will have a go at playing it back for you. If it's a picture, then maybe we can decorate the sock with it. Right now, though, it only remains for me to say cheerio, and I hope to hear your story soon. So, cheerio! And I hope to hear your stories soon.